Cash flows is one of the things that people struggle with most in business. I haven't met somebody that isn't really struggling with cash flows. Now, for me, cash flows is basically a principle. The biggest thing people normally get wrong is the signage. The reason why they get this wrong, if I show you this example, normally a cash flow is done after you've done your balance sheet and income statement. Then in a normal balance sheet income statement type of report, you'll see in this case your assets, which is on top, which is all positive, which is that's correct, effectively debit. Then you get your equity, liabilities and revenue, which the signs is turned around, because looking at shared capital, that should effectively be a credit. Now we know to get better reports, you generally do it like this, because that's just how reports are done. And this causes a problem for cash flows, because now people try and do cash flows from this report, which is correct because this is your final report, but then they get the signage wrong. For example, if I say my movement in assets is a 4,000 Rand negative, and if I take my movement in trade payables, it shows 1191. Now effectively this should also be negative, because it's the sign is turned around. So this is already starting to confuse me. If I go to the income statement, if I do the same here, it's going to just get more confusing. So that generally is the biggest problem people struggle with when doing cash flows. So what we've done is we've combined the preparation of a cash flow with the mapping principle, and also by firstly turning this into a TB format, where your equity is showing as credits and your assets is showing as debits. Then when you get to a final cash flow column, when you get to a difference column, the movements between the two balances, then it's pure cash flow. And then we're also taking into account the non-cash flow items. So this is a proven way where it always works. The only reasons why it can't balance then is because you've included some non-cash flow items into the movement that you're currently seeing. But we've also devised a way of fixing this. So in the next few videos, I'm going to take you through the principles of how to do this. First, we're going to convert this report to a TB. Then we're going to show you how to take out the non-cash flow items. Then we're going to map the balance sheet and income statement. And then we're basically just going to put it into a cash flow. And I will show you that it will work. Now, the biggest principle that you need to understand is that every movement in every single account, balance sheet and income statement, if you take out the cash flow line, every other movement will be equal to the cash flow movement. So when you understand this, you'll be able to do a cash flow.